Does your heart crave connection? Have you ever felt an inexplicable longing for connection? A deep yearning that you can't quite put into words? You're not alone. Today, we're going to explore this longing and what it truly means for our hearts and relationships. Stay with me. Does your heart crave connection? Welcome to Dating Relationship Divinely. If you're new here, we talk about love, faith, and building deeper emotional connections. Let's face it, our hearts are wired for connection. We long to be seen, heard, and valued. Yet many of us struggle to form and maintain meaningful relationships. Why is that? Today, I invite you on a journey with me to uncover the truth behind our heart's deepest desire to connect. We'll dive into the emotional, psychological, and even spiritual aspects of connection, and by the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to nurture the relationships that matter most. Cut to a fast-paced montage of people walking through crowded streets, scrolling through phones, and eating alone in restaurants, in a world that's more connected than ever through technology. Why do so many of us still feel disconnected? Loneliness epidemic. Studies show that despite social media, people report feeling lonelier than ever before. Fear of vulnerability. We crave deep relationships but often hesitate to open up. Fearing rejection or judgment. Busyness and distractions with work, responsibilities, and endless notifications. Making time for real connections can feel impossible. Maybe you felt this too. You reach out, but feel like no one truly understands you. Or you're in a relationship, yet something feels missing. Let's explore why. Cut to host walking through a quiet park, hands in pockets, speaking reflectively. Psychologists and relationship experts agree connection is a fundamental human need. Just like food and water, when we lack it, we feel empty, restless, or even anxious. Let us talk about some core reasons behind this craving. Attachment theory. How our childhood relationships shape the way we connect as adults. The role of vulnerability. Dr. Brown's research shows that vulnerability is the birthplace of connection, yet many of us fear it. Spiritual longing. Sometimes, what we crave isn't just human connection, but a deeper relationship with God and ourselves. Real-life example. Think of someone who seemingly has it all: success, money, friends, but still feels an emptiness inside. That's the heart craving something deeper. Cut to a dimly lit room where the host is journaling, then looking up thoughtfully. I want to share a personal story. There was a time in my life when I was surrounded by people, yet I felt completely alone. I kept searching for someone to fill that space in my heart, but no relationship, no friendship could quite satisfy it. It was only when I stopped looking outward and started looking inward, deepening my relationship with God and understanding myself, that I found the connection I was searching for. A true connection isn't just about being with others. It's about being fully present with yourself, with your faith, and with those who truly value you. So, does your heart crave connection? Absolutely, and that's a beautiful thing. It means you were created for love, for community, for something greater than isolation. Remember, a true connection starts with knowing yourself, understanding your emotional needs and triggers, being vulnerable, allowing yourself to be seen authentically, nurturing meaningful relationships, investing time and effort in people who genuinely care. Let's recap what we have learned in this video. Okay, let's get real cozy and talk about that little flutter in your chest, that longing for something more. You know, that feeling like your heart's got a secret whisper, begging for a real connection. It's not just about finding someone to hang out with. It's about finding your person, the one who just gets you. Imagine a love that feels like your favorite old sweater, warm and comfy, like coming home after a long day. A connection that makes your soul feel all sparkly and bright, like someone turned on the fairy lights in your heart. It's like finding a safe place where you can just be you, no masks, no pretending. Do you dream of a love that's like a wildflower garden, all wild and beautiful, growing naturally without any fuss? A love that feels like late-night talks under a sky full of stars, where you share all your hopes and dreams. It's like finding your own little piece of magic. Maybe your heart craves those deep, soul-to-soul conversations, where you can talk about anything and everything, and the silences are just as meaningful as the words. A love that feels like someone shining a light on all the hidden parts of you, and loving them anyway. It's like finding your best friend and your soulmate all rolled into one. Do you ever feel that spark, that little zing when you think about someone? That feeling like you're dancing with destiny, like your hearts are doing a little tango? It's a love that makes you feel alive, like you're finally living your best, most vibrant life. Imagine a love that's like a gentle rain on a hot summer day, refreshing and soothing, washing away all your worries. A love that feels like a warm hug, a constant presence that's always there for you. It's like finding your own personal sunshine. Does your heart whisper about finding someone you can trust? Someone who'll be your partner in crime, your ride or die. A love that feels like a promise, a forever kind of thing, a bond that's unbreakable. It's like finding your forever adventure buddy. Picture a love that's like a summer breeze, light and playful, making you laugh until your sides hurt. A love that feels like a shared playlist, a melody of your favorite moments together. It's like finding your own little slice of joy. Do you ever dream of a love that's like a guiding light in the darkness, showing you the way when you feel lost? A connection that feels like a hand reaching out to pull you through the tough times? It's like finding your own personal superhero. Maybe your heart wants that quiet understanding, that unspoken language where you just know what the other person is thinking. A love that feels like a secret code, a connection that's just for the two of you. It's like finding your own personal telepath. Does your heart crave a love that's like a secret garden? A place where only you and your partner can go, a connection that feels like a treasure chest, filled with precious moments and memories? It's like finding your own little paradise. Imagine a love that's like a mirror, reflecting back all the good things about you, reminding you how amazing you are. A love that feels like a cheerleader, always rooting for you, always believing in you. It's like finding your biggest fan. Do you dream of a love that's like a grand adventure, where you explore the world together, hand in hand? A connection that feels like a team, where you're always working together to make your dreams come true. It's like finding your partner in all things. Maybe your heart longs for a love that's like a spark of magic, a fairy tale come to life. A connection that feels like a dream, something so beautiful you can't believe it's real. It's like finding your happily ever after. Does your heart crave that deep, peaceful feeling, like a warm blanket on a chilly night? A connection that feels like a calm oasis, a place where you can just relax and be yourself. It's like finding your own little slice of heaven. Imagine a love that's like a symphony, a beautiful blend of your two souls, creating a melody that's uniquely yours. A connection that feels like it was written in the stars, like you were always meant to be together. It's like finding your destiny. Ultimately, that craving for connection is about finding someone who makes your heart sing, someone who makes you feel like you're finally home. It's about finding a love that's real, raw, and utterly beautiful. It's like finding your missing piece. The journey to deeper connection starts today. Cut to host leaning in slightly, engaging directly with the audience. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced this longing for connection? How did you navigate it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos for more on emotional well-being and relationships. Until next time, stay connected, stay loved.